Hey, how's it going? So assumptions, they aren't just your beliefs, what you believe to be true. Your assumptions are your reality. And your assumptions will always show you what you believe to be true, what your conviction is. And that's what will come about in your reality. That's what will be shaped and formed and reflected to you. Your assumptions will always be proven true. So it's like the saying that you hear, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you assume is really the more accurate thing to say, because whatever you assume, whether it's positive things will happen. If it's a negative assumption, those negative assumptions will be reflected to you and be proven true. And it could be towards anything that you are manifesting in your life, or things that you want to change, even to your self-concept, the identity that you hold about yourself, the identity that you operate from, is all based on your assumptions. What you assume about yourself is what will be, because it has no other choice than to show you and prove that to you and confirm it. So when you go out and trying to manifest something, achieve something, accomplish something in your reality, you must maintain and hold that assumption of what Neville says about it being completed and being already finished. Excuse me, but it goes more in depth than that. It goes into also the fact of not just knowing that it's completed and done, but knowing in full faith that you already are that individual. You already are that person. The assumptions, your belief, your conviction about what it is that you're manifesting, whether it be money, love, wealth, friendships, better opportunities, just even a better mood and or vibe, could be something that you're wanting to manifest, a way to have more of a clearer thoughts, more connected to your divine self. And if you think that that's hard, well, that's an assumption. Not really just a thought, it's your assumption that it is hard to do those things, so those things will be proven to you that it is difficult. And it would be challenging, so every time you're trying to do these things, you may come close to achieving what you want to achieve in some sort of like feeling and or thought of starting, let's just say that you're wanting a clear mind and you want to get centered into yourself and connect with your higher self. And you're thinking, well, I must do all these other things. I must affirm, I must script, I must meditate for an hour. Well, then that's an assumption you have. And that assumption is going to lead you to, well, yeah, if you don't meditate for an hour, you can't know your higher self. You can't be in tune with it. And it's just an example of how it can be that simplistic. Because if you hold an assumption that I can just say one thing once, that I am that powerful, with the power of I am within me, that I can speak things into existence one time and it happens. Not just that it happens, but I believe it. It is my truth, it is my conviction that those things just happen for me. And I only need to say it once. I don't need to do anything else. And I can go about my life and know and trust that it will be reflected to me. And you know what? It will. And the thing is, we come to this situation where people try to, they try to go for instant gratification. As soon as you say something, you may feel fine for 15 minutes, 30 minutes goes by. And then after you're done saying it, you're like, well, where is it? Why doesn't anything look different? Why are they still reflecting the old story to me? Why are they still being this way to me? Or why is my finances still the same? Or why is this? And then they start backtracking. Then they go to the assumptions of it's just not working. It's just, I didn't do enough. Or it's going to take time for this assumption to take effect. And the truth of the matter is, whatever you assume, everything is instant. As soon as you say something, As soon as you think something, as soon as you hold any kind of conviction, an assumption to it, it is instantaneous, because what you have to understand is it's instantaneous in here first. So in you feel it. It's in your mind. That's instantaneous. That's instant manifestation. It's not the get it in 24 hours, all this kind of clickbaity YouTube crap. It's what instant manifestation is the shift and the assumption within you first. That's where it always starts. And then you carry that identity. You carry that with the assumption, along with that identity of being that person who is claiming this victory and who is already expecting it, because it's already been decided. And so you go about life in those aspects, not looking for signs or evidence, because you are the proof itself. You are the proof. And anything that tries to contradict you and say that you're not, and to change your assumptions, that's what you're giving your power away once you do that. But if you hold true to who you are with your convictions, if you do not budge or waver for anything, that's where, when people say, oh, the universe has no choice, well, it never did, because you are the universe. It is you that decides it all. But it's you proving to you that you were holding this identity, you were holding this truth, this assumption. So of course it needs to adjust to you. You don't adjust to it, it adjusts to you. But it all starts from what your assumptions are. So when you try to say, well, I don't know where my beliefs are, I don't know where my thoughts are, I don't know, how do I know where my assumptions lie? Take a hard look at what your life is right now and the aspects that you're trying to change and manifest. And if those things are not what you would want them to be, it's showing what your assumptions are to them. And a really great way to test this out is to see if, like, let's say you're manifesting a job opportunity, right? And you start applying to new positions that you're more than qualified for. And so you start sending out your resume to all these different people, all these different businesses and companies, right, that you could, work for. And you're telling yourself, well, I'm already that person. I'm in the assumption that I already have that raise, or already have the job that I want. I don't need to look. I know that I have it. So you don't worry about, have they responded to you yet? Have they reached back out to you? Is that job already filled? And even if it is filled, so what? It's mine anyway. I know that there is nobody more qualified than me for that job. And you hold that assumption, you hold that truth, and things have to adjust to you and the assumption that you hold of it. Another opportunity may come around, or they realize they made a mistake, or you get a better opportunity, better job that you couldn't even think that was possible, but it just worked out better than expected. And it's usually how it goes. When you stop looking for the evidence and you stop looking for the signs, and you just carry on with the identity within and the assumptions that you hold of it, and make sure that your assumptions along with your identity do not change and or waver whatever the circumstances and conditions that show up. Because all they are is just the old you trying to say to you, no, this is how we've always reacted to these situations. This is what we've always done. But now you're giving me a different feedback. And I don't know what to do with it. So you keep holding this new version of you. And you keep holding that identity, those assumptions, and everything has to readjust itself. That's just the way that it will work, because that is the universal law. So if you're having difficulties in beliefs and things, I know right now a big thing for a lot of people, even some people that I work with, the economy. It's a tough thing right now for some people. And a lot of people have mixed assumptions about how the economy is affecting them. So whatever it is no matter what is showing outside, hold your convictions and your assumptions true to your end. And you stay in the identity of your end. And everything has to and will adjust according to you. And that is a universal fact. All right. I hope that helps. And yeah. Wanted to do a video outside. Beautiful day outside. So hope it wasn't too windy. Anyway, be careful what you assume. So remember that. Be careful what you wish for, but it's more be careful what you assume. All right? Peace and love.